Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing something kind of stupid, to be honest. Today we are going to be building a max crit damage Jade. You might have seen this series before. We've done it with Acheron and we've done it with Sparkle as well, but today we're doing it on the crit damage queen herself, Jade. So without further ado, let's get into our video. Oh, but before we do that, do make sure to subscribe to the channel. Only a small percentage of you are actually subscribed, and it really doesn't take all that much time at all. So with that being said, Jade, it's time to completely bust out your crit damage because we're setting it to the moon today. Now I should clarify before we start this is a really dumb build and I don't recommend that anyone does this. Jade needs a lot of crit rate. Way more than she needs crit damage because she has passives that scale and give her more crit damage. So she needs a fair amount more crit rate, and that's why I have it on my normal Jade build. But that's not what we're doing today. Today, we are just trying to get as much crit damage as possible. For Light Cone, we're going to go with Genius's Repose. I don't think there's anything else that I can give her that would give her more crit damage, unless I missed a Light Cone here, but I don't think I did. Obviously, if I had like Before Dawn, that would be a lot nicer. Even her signature, I think, gives a bit of crit damage. So more optimally, I would use those. I just don't have them today. So we're going to be using Genius's Repose, which does give us 36% crit damage after we defeat an enemy. Then for our relics, you guys know what we're doing. We are removing every single relic. And then we are going to sort by one single stat. That, of course, being the crit damage stat. And we're just going to take the highest piece we have from each set. For example, this one on Clara, 25% crit damage. And it's actually in a good set as well, which gives us a bit of crit rate. So that will be nice if we can get that. For our gloves, I believe I have one here with 29% crit damage, which is now Jade's. Unfortunately, for my hats, I don't really have anything that has like above 20% really. So I'm just going to go for a more copium 12%. Because it also has a bit of crit rate. Then for our body, we obviously want one single stat. That, of course, being crit damage with as much crit rate as we can get on the sub because we're going to need it. Acheron has a really good piece here. 12% crit rate. We are going to need that desperately. Then for our boots, we have a pair of attack percent boots here with 31%, which is a crap load. Then last thing we need is an orb, which we're probably going to want either attack percent or quantum damage. And we don't really have very much, unfortunately, with crit damage substats. So we may have to upgrade one and just see what we can get. Maybe we can pray and get something a little bit good. That is terrible. Please, RNG gods. Why? 3 HP. Bro, I gotta get one, surely. Please. It's all right. I mean, it's not a lot of crit damage. Oh, it's so bad. Please? Attack percent. I mean, it's not terrible, but the set is Bellabog of the Architect, so there's no way I would use this outside of this one video. Let's just do it one more time. Please give me all crit damage. That is not that stat. Okay. I will get one eventually. I'm running out of orbs. There we go. 16%. That's good. Good enough for the video. We can even get one more, which we're going to do right now. Watch this. 3 crit damage. Boom. Done. 22%, we'll take that. Unfortunately, the set effects are completely dysfunctional and don't work together at all, but we'll make it work. I think it's time we looked at our final stats. We are rocking 234%. That is ginormous. Unfortunately, yeah, let's just ignore the crit rate. Let's not acknowledge that. We'll find some ways to make up for that a little later. We don't have a lot of speed, but luckily Jade doesn't need a lot of speed. So I think with that, we are pretty much done our crit damage Jade. Now we stopped obviously at 234%, but we can get a lot more. Obviously from her talents, being of course the Fang of Flying Fair, which gives us passive stacks of crit damage and attack, which I have maxed this out to level 10, so is the most optimal version of it. And I want to go and try this out. Now where are we going to try it out? In Pure Fiction. We're going to go to stage 3 today, and let's talk a little bit about our team. What team can we use to maximize Jade's crit stats even more. Well, I feel like there's one character that's pretty obvious on this team, Sparkle. She is a must bring for all the obvious reasons, buffing crit damage, and I think she can also buff crit rate because of her light cone, though I may be mistaken about that. Then the next character we gotta add, of course, is Bronya. No doubt, obviously. Now, because we are using Jade, I do want to pair with another Erudition character because that's going to be most optimal for her kit. So we are going to bring Himiko as well, and this is going to be our squad. Sparkle is running 200% crit damage. Bronya has 196. Himiko, it doesn't really matter, but she is a good enough so that she will be able to help our Jade just a little bit. Here we go, stage 3. Bronya, Sparkle, Himiko. And I guess we're just going to have to pray that we don't die. Let's see how we do. Throw down the impair, and then we can buff like with 10 different units and go in. Here we go. I'm actually excited for this. How are we going to do? First thing, of course, that we have to do is we have to put our support onto Himiko. That's going to be important for getting up our follow-up attack. We need one more stack. Come on. Bring up Jade. Let's go. How much crit damage does she have already? 435%. Is that with? No, we don't even have max pawn assist stacks yet. We do have Sparkle's Dream Diver. And of course, we have the crit rate, crit damage boost from Sparkle's Light Cone as well. Oh my goodness. And we don't even, this is without Bronya boost and without max pawn assist. We're going to get even more than this. We're going to get even more. Okay, let's use this. Boom. Follow-up attack. Now, obviously, it's only going to matter if we do crit. So it's going to be a little pointless if we don't. Let's go again. That time, we missed a couple crits, but I think we did okay there. Let's bring her up again and again. And we can just keep bringing her up, honestly. She broke the enemy. And there we go. Enemy's dead. Good stuff. Plus a follow-up. Ah, man, it really sucks when it doesn't crit, though. That's the problem. We do have max pawn assist now, so that's good. That's going to bring us up to 410 without the Sparkle boost. We can, of course, use the Bronya ultimate now. This is going to give us even more crit damage. And then we got Sparkle coming up to give us even more crit damage. And this, I think, is going to be the maximum we can do. Here we go. We're going to bring up Jade. She has her turn next. Let's see how much crit damage she gets. I believe this is max stacks. Oh my gosh. 600% crit damage. You will never see more than that. Obviously, our crit rate took a huge hit because of it. But oh my gosh. This is such a nutty build. It's actually just not fair. Sparkle gives 97%. Bronya gives 56%. Sparkle Light Cone gives 28, and then Jade also has all the pawn assist stacks as well. Oh my goodness. Her follow-up attack is about to do a nutty amount of damage. Here we go. 112,000. That wasn't said properly. Finish off the last enemy, Jade. Boom. Oh, she didn't crit. See, that's the unfortunate thing. When it doesn't crit, it's just really sad and depressing, to be honest. Let's try to crit this time, Jade. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, they were already dead. Bring you up again. And we're going to go with the support again on Himiko. And now one big last follow-up. Let's see. Huge damage. Boom, 114k. We'll take it. We'll take it. Now, I want to optimize that build a little bit more because even though we have a very pretty high number, it doesn't matter if I don't have the crit rate because clearly we're not critting in that battle. So we need to have a consistent ratio. So I think we're going to have to sacrifice a bit of this nice crit damage to get us a bit of crit rate because I don't think we have much of a choice. So let's balance out our ratio. I do have an 8.7 crit rate piece here. That's going to be a huge help. We can also just finish off the Izumu Gensei set here. So if we do switch over to one of these ropes, we will be able to finish off the full set. We have one here with 12% crit rate. Let's switch over to this rope, and that will now give us the full set effect. So that's going to give us an additional 12%, bringing us up to around 50-something%. With the Sparkle Light Cone, we can get somewhere in the realm of 60%, which should be a huge help, even though we did downgrade ourselves from about like 30 to 40% crit damage, but it'll be worth it. Let's try this again. This time we should be a lot more consistent. Let's see this again. More consistent this time. This time we're critting every single time. Hopefully. I mean, that's the goal. Bring up Jade and let's go again. Here we go. This time Jade has a clean ratio of 65%. That's much, much better. 435% crit damage. That is way better than it was before. This time we should actually be able to crit stuff unless we get unlucky, but we just don't. Boom, boom, boom. And that time you can see we're doing like 74k. That is a lot better damage. Let's go again. Let's get that follow-up attack boost. Boom. 200k. There we go. And we killed everything. Huge. That was my biggest hit yet. We haven't hit 200k yet. Now, unfortunately, our crit damage will not be able to get much higher than it was before, which is unfortunate. But we can still have some more fun here. Let's use Bronya Burst, which is going to increase all our crit damage. And then we can, in turn, increase Jade's crit damage with Sparkle. And with that, we're still going to be able to get really close to 600%. And this time, we're going to see big numbers. Not with her normal attack, because her normal attack does, like, no damage. But is what it is. Here we go. Jade follow-up attack. Here he goes. Boom, 121k. There we go. That's the numbers I want to see. She now has max pawned assists, giving us 557%. That's going to be our max crit damage, I believe. We have all the buffs we can possibly get. I don't think we can reach any higher. That is our limit. Boom. There we go. And that time 76k. The enemies were a little weaker. The enemies in Pure Fiction are a little weak. So the reason we're doing slightly lower numbers is I think because they're just dying so quickly that they just don't have any HP left for us to take. But anyways, that's how Pure Fiction works. You don't need any healers in Pure Fiction. Our only goal is to get as high a score as possible, to lead it into the second half and absolutely crush it. Boom. There we go. 98k. Good stuff. Bring it up again. And we can just like do this all over again. It's just one big loop. We're almost in wave 3. Unfortunately, we have lost a lot of health, but we're doing all around pretty okay here. We are coming up to our final turns, though, which is sad. Let's do another normal attack. And here we go. 140k. Awesome. That's exactly the numbers I want to see. Once we get the follow-up attack boost as well, that's going to, like, double our damage, right? Oh, yeah. That one ultimate just did 240k. The ultimate actually may be our highest source of damage. I don't know. Oh, no. We're going to take a lot of hits here. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this might be done. I don't know. Himiko's on 15, but luckily we did get 27,000, which is a decent score. Uh-oh. Somebody's dying. Oh, she lived. Oh, that's huge. Oh, my goodness. Let's support Himiko. And we're going to get our follow-up attack. They're all dead. 131. There we go. Boom. 100k. I mean, that was a Himiko hit, but hey, we'll take it. Unfortunately, this is the moment where we are all going to die. Because unfortunately, we didn't bring any healers. But that's okay. We don't need healers. Jade, get the final hit and finish us off. 30k in the books. And we are going to finish with a dead team. But hey, that's a good score for Pure Fiction, giving us just enough to complete this second half. If I were to do it. I mean, I only have Akron here, but if I were to do it, we would kill it. And that, my friends, is the power of crit damage Jade. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Obviously, it's a bit of a meme build. There isn't too much you can actually do with this, but it is pretty fun just to see how much you can max out a single character stat. But for today, that's going to be the end of our video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to see you all in the next one. Peace.